I let everyone down, my friends, my family, myself. I broke promises I couldn't keep and told lies I couldn't outrun. I didn't mean to become someone people whispered about, but I did. One mistake led to another, and before I knew it, I wasn't someone you could count on. I was someone you warned others about. My life felt like a series of closed doors I'd slammed shut myself. The fallout wasn't instant, it was slow and painful. Friends stopped answering, family stopped trusting. I could see it in their eyes, the hesitation, the fear that I'd disappoint them again. And they weren't wrong. I was spiraling. I said I'd change, then didn't. Said I'd show up, then flaked. Eventually, they gave up, and honestly, so did I. I felt like a ghost walking through the ruins of relationships I had burned down. Until the silence got too loud, until the loneliness became heavier than the guilt. One night, sitting on the floor of a tiny studio apartment, surrounded by everything I hadn't fixed, I whispered to myself, "You can't keep living like this." It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't a breakthrough, but it was the first honest thing I'd said in a long time. It felt like my soul finally called me out. Redemption didn't come easy. I didn't get it with a single apology or grand gesture. I had to earn it, one quiet, consistent act at a time. I showed up when I said I would. I followed through on small things. I stopped making promises I couldn't keep. I started therapy. I started journaling. I started listening more than I talked. I learned to sit in discomfort instead of escaping it. People didn't rush back, some never did. But a few gave me space to prove I'd changed. And I did. Not to convince them, but because I wanted to become someone I respected again. The version of me that got lost along the way, I started finding pieces of him in the work, in the stillness, the patience, the self-respect. I stopped asking for a second chance. I started creating one. Now, I don't call myself redeemed. That's not my word to choose. But I can say I've rebuilt a life that feels true. I've mended some bonds. I've earned back trust in slow, imperfect steps. I've learned that redemption isn't about perfection. It's about integrity. It's about choosing who you are every single day, even when no one's watching. If you've let people down, it's not over. You can fight for the version of yourself that they and you once believed in. It's hard, but it's possible. And it's worth it. You are still worth it, even if they haven't said it yet.